back home, Dad had some bad news for me. He said Mom had suffered a strong fever and permanently lost her vision.
What the fuck?
I immediately ran to her bed and hugged her. I couldn't understand why she was so unlucky. To make things worse, Dad told her, I love you, and I will always make sure you're fine. But I have desires, and I'm not interested in a relationship with you anymore. I want to date other women, maybe marry a new wife. Mom was speechless and stayed quiet. Meanwhile, I screamed, You jerk! Just because Mom is blind and depends on you, you think you can get away with anything. Life is complicated, and you're too young to understand it. I love your mom, and I'm well aware of my responsibilities. Mom had tears running down her cheeks. She said, It's okay. Do what is best for you. And then she went back to bed, crying herself.
Insanity. You do not care about this woman, bro. She's sleeping on cinder block. You're a fucking liar.
To sleep. The next day, I walked into the kitchen. I saw my dad making out with a caretaker girl. I was shocked because she was wearing nothing but a bikini.
Hey, get the angles right real quick. Hold up. Why are the angles so bad? I feel like there could have been a better shot we could have got here. Golly, hold on.
Things got worse when Mom came to make herself breakfast. Dad and his new girlfriend continued kissing each other, even though Mom was right next to them.
Isn't she blind?
Disgusting.
How is she making herself breakfast?
You have to move out and find a new guy. But I'm blind and always sick. No one wants me. That's not true. You just have to search. There are many guys who would love to have a compassionate wife like you. And maybe you can date a blind guy. But my mom was too afraid of change and continued her miserable life with Dad. I recently graduated college and moved out. Now my mom is all on her own.
That's it? We didn't get nothing? So, what? Hey, that was kind of, I felt like I was left on a whole type of cliffhanger right here. I didn't get nothing. I'm not satisfied. That was nasty. That was a terrible ending. I felt like I just watched Naruto. Garbage ass ending.
Am I a pretty?
Triplets separated at birth.
Hey, I'm Amelia, and my parents are kinda rich. They gave me a monthly allowance of $2,000.
Damn!
And I always used to buy myself clothes. But one day, while I was on a shopping spree, my whole life turned upside down.
Okay.
I was looking for white pants, but couldn't find any. So I decided to ask one of the staff members for help. I said, "Excuse me." And the staff turned around. Oh my God. She looked exactly like me.
Aw.
I asked her, "Are we related or something?" And she started laughing and said, "Wow, you really look like me." I said, "No, you look like me."
Which one looks better? Y'all messing with the dark blue or y'all messing with the light blue and pink? Which one y'all rocking with?
We both laughed and made plans to grab coffee later. We met at a Starbucks, and it was the strangest conversation of my life. Her name was Selma, and I immediately felt a strong bond between us, as if we had been best friends our entire life.
Sure, buddy.
When we found out we had the same birthday, we knew for sure that we were identical twins. Selma said, "My mom told me I had a twin who died of a lung infection at age 3.
You know, that's cool and all, but there's something more important. Yeah. She can be my waitress. I want you jump rope and butt booty naked right in my face.
I said, "That's weird. My parents told me I was adopted as a baby. Are you adopted?" Selma said, "I don't think so, but we should go ask my mom. Maybe she can help us." We drove to her mom's home, who was living in a trailer.
Your mom would definitely know if you, Lord. Your mom would definitely know if she had triplets, bro, because that pain probably never forget pushing all three of y'all out within the span of 5-10 minutes, bro.
We opened the door, I could... Eat some mushrooms today, or are there two of you? Selma said, "Her name is Amelia, and I met her at the mall today."
Yo!
Said, "Mary?" I said, "No, my name is Amelia." But her mom said, "No, I named you Mary." Then she gave me a hug, but I didn't like it. I could smell she hadn't taken a shower in days.
So her mom is the real mom. So the trailer park mom the trailer park mom is the main character's real mom, which is this girl's real, she lives with this one. Okay, I understand.
I said, "Are you my biological mother?" And she said, "Yes, I am, which means you are my daughter." I know I should have felt excited to get to know her, but I really didn't. We sat down together and my biological mom told us what happened.
I see why I was taken away. That's what I would have said.
She said her boyfriend had gotten her pregnant when she was 22. And after she gave birth to triplets, he ran away.
Hit her with the
And because she
Scooby-Doo.
didn't have enough money to raise 3 kids, she took me
That
to an
was that
orphanage
Shaggy
and
run.
left me on the front door.
Damn.
He further explained that because heating was too expensive for them, my third sister suffered a lung infection and sadly passed away at age 3. And I realized how lucky I'd been to be adopted by my caring and loving parents.
Yeah, because this new mom, let's say you wouldn't have survived too long, because she's what we call in the streets garbage. The fuck.
My biological mom seemed troubled, to say it nicely. But I also felt guilty that I'd been so blessed while my triplet sister didn't have the same luck.
I wouldn't have felt that at
The
all.
following week, I invited her over to my parents' house. She was very impressed and said she had never seen such luxury.
Fucking hate rich people, bro. They have this big ass area, which would normally be anyone's living room. But guess what? It looks like their living room is this room right here. This is just open space just to show off how rich they are. Then they have these bougie ass. Oh, I'm getting mad.
We also had a long conversation about our biological mom. Selma told me a few stories about her. Like one time when she pressured Selma to have a baby, she said she really wanted to have a granddaughter. But Selma was only 16. Her biological mother had serious problems, and I felt bad for Selma. That's why I offered her to live with me and my parents. I didn't expect her to say yes, but she said, "Oh my God, I would be so grateful.
What did the
I
mom
just can't
say?
take living with our mom anymore.
Damn.
All she does is scream at me." That's when our twin, or triplet, life started. And in the beginning, it was so much fun. For a few weeks, we even dated brothers.
Do they not see how weird that is? One of y'all gets married, then their sister-in-laws and brothers-in-laws, so that means they're dating brothers-in-laws, and I don't want to think about it no more.
They weren't twins, but only 1 year apart. We sometimes switched and it was hilarious. But having a triplet sister slowly turned into a nightmare. I went through the phone of my boyfriend, and one of the messages to his brother was, "Yeah, Selma has the pretty face." Reading that message hurt a lot. I knew Selma hadn't done anything wrong, but it was the first time I resented her. And things got worse. When she hung out with my friends, they all treated her like they had known her for years. And they often made us stand right next to each other and said, "Oh, Selma's face is a bit more symmetrical. She's definitely a bit more beautiful."
That's nasty. I'm letting you know if my friends ever did that to me.
But Selma was also funnier and more talkative than me. When she was around, my friends were always laughing and having a good time. They liked her more than me. And one time my friends watched a movie with her without inviting me.
Damn.
But nothing was worse than my parents. They treated her as if she was their daughter. They thought she was me and I was her. But we are two completely different individuals. I knew Selma wanted to replace me. And I decided I had enough.
Okay, what you
I
do?
told her,
What you doing?
"I'm sorry, but I don't want you to live here anymore."
Okay.
She was shocked and said,
That's a nasty face.
"What? Why not?" And I said, "I feel like you're stealing my friends, my
Damn.
boyfriend, and even my parents."
Damn.
She said, "What? That's crazy." But I said, "I don't care what you think. I don't want to see you anymore."
Ooh.
It was a hard conversation, but afterward, I felt so relieved that she was gone. I mean, she still lives in the same city as me.
She had the power to kick her out that fast? Like her parents were just okay. Like, damn, okay.
I felt so relieved that she was gone. I mean, she still lives in the same city as me. And I sometimes have nightmares where I marry a guy who then leaves me for my prettier triplet sister. I know it was harsh to throw her out. But just because we share the same DNA doesn't mean I owe her anything.
Damn.
If she continued to live with my parents, I'm sure they would have given her half their inheritance. And I would have been fine with that if she hadn't tried to steal my whole life. She was a sneaky little rat. I know that because we're so similar to each other.
So you were trying to sneak her too, but she was out sneaking you? You're a dirty little bitch.